She like got she left Fox News. She was on the Today Show, I think.
Yep.
And she sucked.
What's going on, you guys? Today we have the Vanguard and Emma Vigeland going against Ana Kasparian and Megyn Kelly. As we know, Ana Kasparian went on the Megyn Kelly show, and the Vanguard and Emma Vigeland aren't too happy about it. Let's get into it.
We want to watch much of it, but I think this kind of sets the tone for Anna's new role in the media landscape.
Yeah.
So she pops up here and kind of still under the auspice of like, oh, I'm here to represent the left, right? Sort of like Cenk
Wink, wink.
when he was on the America Fest panel with Charlie Kirk. Right? Oh, I'm here to represent the left. Everyone on the left, consented to me being their representative. So here I am to represent the left. And everyone's like, boo, fuck you. That's actually on the left. In the same way, here's Anna still putting on this charade. It's kind of like when Fox News trots out Tulsi Gabbard as the leftist, and it's like no one on the left claims Tulsi Gabbard. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or RFK. There's so much diversity in Donald Trump's cabinet. He picked Tulsi Gabbard and RFK, and it's like everyone on the left hates those people. They're only beloved by the right wing at this point, and that's quickly what's happening to Ana Kasparian. But again, let's take a look here and see what kind of pushback or perspective we get from Anna. This is a clip about rude male Democratic senators get destroyed by Pam Bondi.
Oh, using identity politics in the title, I can see. She's gone woke.
Exactly. Let's check it out.
Recently out of Harvard Law and had spent some time at CNN, and she got up there and turned the tables inside that press briefing room where she would attack the press. And Republicans hate the press, so it was absolutely risk-free for her. And it worked. It worked really well. Trump loved it. Republicans enjoyed it. People started watching the briefings again. I'm seeing this pattern now with Bondi, a little bit with Pete. They've been nice to Marco Rubio, but this is an effective tactic that, most importantly, I think the boss enjoys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure if Trump was watching, he absolutely loved the way she handled the confirmation hearing yesterday. But I will say this. Look, I think she did a good job in terms of optics, for sure. I wish that the Senate confirmation hearings were less about the optics and politics and more about.
Right here, the Vanguard is, saying what all of us are saying, that Anna and Cenk are providing a bad name for the leftists. It's a misrepresentation for the left. It doesn't, to where you have people that we start to lose what it means to be a leftist. You can't just say, you could say whatever you want to say, but I'm as far as like the values go, what are the values? If you're not upholding left values and then you're on a right stage and then everybody's like, oh, so we all agree. So what's the point of being left? Because there's no other viewpoint here. We all agree on the same thing. It's very, very damaging to the way that the left can communicate their values, to even have anything that they stand for. If they don't stand for anything, then no one will go to that. No one will even look further into it. It's a big issue. The Vanguard's calling out right here.
The records of these individuals. And so I would have preferred that she just said Biden won the 2020 election. That way it would take the one and only question away from the Democrats. Well, she said Biden is the president.
She said he's president.
Exactly. And so that allowed for the Democrats to continue asking the same boring question over and over and over and over again. And I would have loved for them to delve into her record in Florida, right? I want to learn more about her. I'm sure the American people want to learn more about her. But honestly, at this point, the Democratic Party has one speed and one speed only. And I'm sure it was aggravating for her as well to be asked the exact same question over and over again.
Increased tariffs on our trade partners.
What's her record, though, Anna? What's her record? Because on TYT, they actually had a pretty decent segment about Pam Bondi. She is extremely corrupt. And like, that's kind of saying a politician in America is corrupt is like saying ice cream is delicious. Like, nobody bats an eye at it. It's obvious. But like, Pam Bondi is on a different level, and TYT did a segment about that, so I know Anna knows. So this let me just learn a little bit more about her. I'm just curious. No, you did the segment on her. Why didn't you share that with the right-wing audience? Why wouldn't you challenge them when you're in their echo chamber? Puncture that bubble. She's not. She's there to nod along and confirm their biases.
Exactly. And that's why, like the only way the strategy from TYT would be at all forgivable, in my opinion, if that was the end result of it, right? Them going on
Right.
these shows to aggressively push back, to call out not only the bullshit of the host, but to identify people like Pam Bondi as the corrupt monsters they are, in a way that can't even be denied by the right wing audience of the show they're on. But that's not what happens. It's not what happens of in any of these instances. Not in any of the appearances that Jank or Anna have gone on these right wing shows. Not once have they really showed up with serious teeth and like an ability to push back.
So there we have it. We have the Vanguard saying what everyone can see, obviously, with Ana Kasparian. She's speaking about the left as an outsider. She's saying, well, this is the Democrats' problem. They only have one speed. She is at this point talking about the left, about her side, right, that she still stands on, that people still believe that she's a part of. She is talking about them as an outsider, giving her take on it. And it's not even a good take. It is to, again, be deceptive. I don't actually believe that her intention is to be deceptive. I believe that they're just not fully grounded in what they believe in. But let's see what Emma Vigeland has to say about Megyn Kelly.
It's like there's no place for her to go anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. She tried to pivot to daytime TV. But if you recall, she got she left Fox News. She was on the Today Show, I think.
Yep.
And she sucked because that's like what that Hoda and those women and stuff. That's for like making people happy and showing videos of cats. And she or what recipe you should do for Halloween or whatever. And she is a cold person who also is a bigot and ended up leaving that network because she's made a bunch of past racist comments about Santa being white or whatever. Like she's a right winger, but she tried to pivot and failed, and now there's no place where she can carve out that middle ground, right?
Now she's just taking Tim Pool's.
I mean,
Now she's
honestly, she's
just
got
a
to
Daily Wire
interview
host
Dave
person.
Rubin
Yeah.
multiple times. That I'm not sure anybody deserves that.
I mean, yeah, she's doing.
She flopped, and then she has to be she just has to be a standard Republican now because there's no way to differentiate yourself here. She's sucked back into the Trump black hole.
So Emma Vigeland, with no holds bar, is calling Megyn Kelly a bitch. She says, they try to get her to talk about happy things, about little kittens and about, all of the Today Show type of topics, and she couldn't even do that. She immediately was just a stick in the mud. She's this personality that has nothing but negativity about it. So that's Emma Vigeland's take on Megyn Kelly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's another day in the progressive way.